Hello and welcome from this special broadcast from Mumbai. The Maharashtra remains to be the worst hit state by the coronavirus, with the total number of cases crossing 10,000 mark. So the Maharashtra becomes the first state which has crossed 10,000 cases in the time of coronavirus outbreak. The state yesterday reported 583 fresh coronavirus cases, while 27 deaths were also reported in last 24 hours. 30% of the India's coronavirus cases are now coming from Maharashtra alone. With the addition of 417 fresh coronavirus cases, the number in Mumbai rose to 6,875, the largest metropolis across India, which has the maximum number of cases if you compare with the other metropolis cities. While 20 more patients succumbed to the disease, taking the toll to 290 in the city. The Pune has the second highest numbers in the state with 1,738 coronavirus cases, including over 90 deaths. 1,773 patients have been discharged till date after full recovery. In view of the rising cases, the government may give some relaxation in green zone, but no curbs will be eased in Mumbai and Pune belt, which comprises of the MMR and PMR region. So this is the outbreak in Maharashtra crossing 10,000 mark. Now there are some interesting stories coming out of the states where the number of cases were minimum, that is 2, and it was regarded as a green zone till date. But after congregation of Tablighi Jamat, pilgrims coming back from Huzur Sahib in Maharashtra's Nanded has become the latest threat for COVID-19 spread in Punjab. So far, over 3,500 pilgrims from Nanded have returned to Punjab. Out of these, test reports of 577 persons have been received, and 148 Nanded pilgrims have been tested positive for COVID-19. These pilgrims were staying in Nanded for last month. After that, the Punjab government thought that they should be brought back. Special buses were arranged for them, and they were brought back. They were tested. 148 have been tested positive. According to the Nanded collector, though, all the pilgrims staying in Nanded Gurudwara were screened regularly and no symptoms were found. The collector said that the pilgrims might have contracted infection during the return journey to Punjab of around 1,700 kilometers, as the buses ferrying crossed Indore and Bhilwara, which were regarded as coronavirus hotspots. Meanwhile, the 4 drivers who were sent from Maharashtra to drop these people in Punjab have returned back and have also been tested positive upon their return from Punjab. And Gurudwara in Nanded now has been sealed completely. It is for the first time that the Punjab has reported more than 100 coronavirus cases in a single day, taking the overall cases in the state to over 350. And that's why now the Nanded is worried. The Nanded collector, the Nanded administration is worried. They have started testing more and more people. Around 67 people from the Gurudwara in Nanded have been tested now. I'm joined by my colleague Kamlesh Sutar. Kamlesh, till date, Nanded was a green zone. Nanded had only 2 cases till 3 days back, and now the things are looking to be completely different.
Well, yes, Sahil, and what raises more concerns about this case in Nanded in particular is that when these pilgrims were staying in Nanded Gurudwara, they were regularly screened, they were regularly tested, but there were no symptoms that were found, and they were found negative during that period. Now, when they travelled to Punjab, at that point of time, during the transit, it is what is believed that that was perhaps the time when these pilgrims were found positive, or whether they could have caught the infection during the 1,700 kilometers travel. Now this would raise concern because they traveled through areas like Indore and Bhilwara and other areas which have been considered as hotspots, as you mentioned. But then whether they have contacted that, who are the people that they came in contact with en route to Punjab, that would again be another headache for the authorities. But for now, this remains a concern for authorities in Punjab, and also in a way for authorities in Maharashtra on their travel route and the contact persons that they may have come in close contact with during the journey.
Obviously, now the source of this particular outbreak needs to be found out, whether it was Nanded. If it is Nanded, then of course the Nanded administration will have to work on war footing. If it is Punjab or any other place, then obviously those places will have to be alerted. Kamlesh, I want you to stay on with us, because I'm going to come back to you on some other story as well. Meanwhile, the ruckus erupted in Mumbai's Nehru Nagar during the distribution of forms for the migrant laborers, which would facilitate them to return back to their native states. The incident actually happened near a local Shiv Sena office due to conversions of hundreds of stranded laborers. Chaos ensued at the venue, after which the police resorted to the lathi charge finally to restore the order. Meanwhile, the Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh said that the stranded persons can go back to their respective places after the permission from the district collector. Just listen in.
यात्रिकरों या अन्य नागरिक इनको जिनको भी अपने इच्छित जगह जाना है वो लोग कलेक्टर की परवानगी लेके अपने अपने गांव में जा सकते हैं। उसके लिए कलेक्टर को नोडल ऑफिसर वो जिले का बनाया गया है। पूरी डिटेल जो कलेक्टर फॉर्म देगा उसमें आपको भर के देना है।
Well, the Ministry of Home Affairs had framed guidelines for the students, migrants, laborers, pilgrims, the tourists who have been stranded due to the nationwide lockdown. Many states say that they do not have enough buses to bring the stranded back and demand special trains to ferry them back. So the Maharashtra government also decided to have the similar guidelines. After the MHA declared these guidelines, the Maharashtra government also asked for the guidelines, and they made certain rules. They formed the district collectors as the nodal officers, and accordingly then the plan was rolled out. There was a form which was made, and that form was being distributed at the local Shiv Sena Shakha, and that's why this whole crowd had gathered.
Now, after the Ministry of Home Affairs framed guidelines for students, migrant laborers, pilgrims and tourists alike who have been stranded due to the nationwide lockdown, many states say that they do not have enough buses to bring back the migrants that are stranded, and demand special trains to ferry them back home. Take a look.
These visuals have shocked the nation. From Delhi to Mumbai to Hyderabad, thousands of migrant laborers in distress have been walking, desperate to reach back home. These laborers belonging to Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha and other states have been without work for over a month. And now there is some light at the end of the tunnel. The Union Home Ministry on Wednesday allowed stranded migrant laborers, tourists and students to return home. The MHA says states and union territories should arrange for buses. Every traveller will be screened for COVID symptoms. The MHA also wants travellers to use Arogya Setu app to track their health.
ये केंद्र सरकार की जो कल गाइडलाइंस आई हैं उसके अनुसार जो भी राज्य अपने राज्य के अंदर यहाँ से लोगों को ले जाना चाहे हम उसके लिए फैसिलिटेट करेंगे और राज्य के जिम्मे तो ये लगाया गया कि भाई उस राज्य ने उनको मेडिकली स्कैन करना है जाने से पहले कि भी सिम्प्टोमेटिक तो नहीं है कहीं जो नॉन सिम्प्टोमेटिक उन लोगों को ले जा सकते हैं.
States say that they lack resources to bring back labourers from across the country. Rajasthan and Bihar have requested the centre to allow trains for mass movement of stranded citizens. The Kerala government says it is impractical to send them by road because of the distance.
हमारे पास कॉर्पोरेशन भी नहीं है, ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉर्पोरेशन भी नहीं है, तो इसकी वजह से अगर हम कोई व्यवस्था करते भी हैं और जो दूर दराज में लोग फंसे भी हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि ले जाने वहाँ से मजदूरों को लाने में ही हमारा 6 महीना बीत जाएगा.
और इसलिए मैं भारत सरकार से अपील करना चाहूँगा कि विशेष ट्रेनों की व्यवस्था की जाए, नॉन स्टॉप ट्रेन जो केवल श्रमिकों को, छात्रों को, अन्य लोगों को लेकर और मुंबई से, बेंगलोर से, चेन्नई से जो दूरस्थ स्थान है और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करते हुए और उनके भोजन वगैरह की व्यवस्था रहे, क्योंकि बिना स्पेशल ट्रेन से की व्यवस्था किए हुए केवल बसों से लाना संभव नहीं होगा।
The centre may have given the green signal, but it will be a Herculean task for the state governments to transport lakhs of migrants back home. Now, with the government allowing industrial activities in safe zones, many of the labourers could be returning to the cities. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's quickly go over to Sahil Joshi joining us for more. Sahil, over to you on the migrants' plight, their lack of buses. They want more trains to take them back home. Please bring us more.
You know, Nabila, the sheer number of the migrants in Maharashtra itself shows that, the government itself was thinking that it would have been better if there would have been trains. But of course, now the MHA guidelines have come. Only the bus can be the mode of transport. So that's why they have formed the nodal officers. Every district collector will now be a nodal officer, and who can transport, who can decide that which group can actually travel to the other state. He has to coordinate with the district of the other state as well, and that's how this is going to happen. It's going to be quite a tedious task, though. But there is another controversy which has erupted now between, we can say, that state and the center. The coronavirus patient who underwent this plasma therapy in Maharashtra succumbed to the infection on Wednesday night at Lilavati Hospital. The 53-year-old male patient was already in critical condition and had been under ventilation in the intensive care unit. The patient was being treated at Lilavati Hospital and he was critical. The plasma therapy also did not help him to recover. The hospital sources say that when the patient was brought to the hospital, his condition was already extremely critical. You know, remember this particular case earlier, the Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope had also mentioned. He had said that the first experiment of plasma therapy was successful and it is showing positive results as he has been briefed, and he was mentioning about this particular case. Now, first listening to what Rajesh Tope had said just 2 days back.
प्लाझ्मा थेरपीचे जो एक पहिला प्रयोग झाला तो लीलावतीच्या रुग्णावर झाला. मला प्रवीण परदेशी आयुक्त महानगरपालिका मुंबई यांनी फोन करून स्वतः सांगितलं की अत्यंत यशस्वी प्रयोग झालेला आहे. दुसरा प्रयोग आज त्या ठिकाणी जे केलं जात आहे तो नायर हॉस्पिटलमध्ये केलं जात आहे. तो सुद्धा कोविड हॉस्पिटल आहे आणि त्या ठिकाणी सुद्धा त्यांना पूर्ण खात्री आहे की निश्चित प्रकारे यशस्वी होईल. जर गाईडलाईन्स तंतोतंत फॉलो केली तर निश्चित प्रकारे प्लाझ्मा थेरपी यशस्वी होतीये असा मला त्यांनी दिलेल्या सूचना आहेत किंवा त्यांनी दिलेली माहिती आहे. आणि त्यामुळे मला असं वाटतं की याचा जर का ही यशोगाथा जर होत असेल तर निश्चित प्रकारे गाईडलाईन तंतोतंत फॉलो करून, म्हणजे डोनर कोण असावा, रिसिव्हर कोण असावा, इथिक्स कमिटीची मंजुरी असावी वगैरे वगैरे, त्यातल्या ज्या IgGची पर्सेंटेज जो काही प्लाझ्मामधला आहे तो किती टक्के असावा, हा सगळा एकंदर जो काही बारीक सारीक ज्या बाबी असतात त्या सगळ्या माहिती घेऊन जर केला तर 100% यशस्वी होतो असाच अनुभव आहे. मला वाटतं की त्याचा प्रयोग पुण्यामध्ये सुद्धा क्रिटिकल पेशंटला किंवा अन्य ठिकाणी सुद्धा करता येणं शक्य आहे. फक्त गाईडलाईन फॉलो करावी लागेल. मला असं वाटतं की तो यशस्वी होऊ शकेल.
Well, it seems that the Maharashtra Health Minister jumped the gun, because that is the same day when ICMR had said that this is only at the trial stage at this point of time. It cannot be used as what we can say is the therapy against the coronavirus infection. But yes, the first patient which the state government was claiming that it's showing positive results, who was already in the critical condition, has succumbed to the coronavirus infection. But on the other hand, there is a huge relief for the Aghadi government, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government. The Election Commission has decided to hold the MLC polls in Maharashtra before May 27th. This was essential as Uddhav Thackeray has to be elected as a MLC to continue as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Short while ago, Uddhav Thackeray had met Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari at Raj Bhavan. Sources say that it was a courtesy meet on the occasion of Maharashtra Day, but the meeting lasted for 20 minutes, and this comes amidst the Uddhav Thackeray's nomination controversy and was the first time between the two since Aghadi started pushing for Uddhav's nomination. Earlier, the Maharashtra governor had requested the election commission to declare the elections for 9 vacant seats of the council. The election process got delayed due to the coronavirus crisis. The Uddhav Thackeray took oath as the chief minister on November 28th last year, but was not a member of any of the house in the state legislature. And that is the reason why these elections were very important. Kamlesh, can we say now that Uddhav Thackeray's road is clear, his path is clear, he doesn't have to resign and things are completely sorted out?
We can't say that, Sahil, because the elections has been necessitated, though it will take place before 27th. Now, the keys will be in the hands of Bharatiya Janata Party and other parties if they want to field in another candidate or not. Now, there are 9 seats which will be elected by 288 members of the Vidhan Sabha. Given the numbers, the Bharatiya Janata Party can get its 4 MLCs elected, whereas the Mahaghadi can get its 5 MLCs elected. Now, in case there is the election happens unopposed, only 9 candidates file nominations and they will be elected unopposed, then things will be very easy for Uddhav Thackeray. But the Bharatiya Janata Party has some extra votes, given the quota that would be somewhere around 27 votes. The Bharatiya Janata Party would have some extra votes and this will be a secret ballot. So in case they decide that they can go ahead and file the candidature of the 10th candidate, then that would mean there will be elections. Until these elections are over, the tension will be there for Uddhav Thackeray. He and the Mahaghadi will continue to be in tenterhooks. But yes, if we consider that it's going to be unopposed elections and no party at this point in time, COVID would want an election to take place in Mumbai, which is the hotspot and which has registered maximum cases. MLAs and MLCs coming down here for voting, and that would add another round of pressure on the administration. So they wouldn't want that. In that case, it will be easy for Uddhav Thackeray. But things though look slightly easier, but they are not over, far from over at this point.
So the things are not over yet. But if all the parties come together and decide on a formula in which no more than 9 candidates submits their candidature, then of course this election will go unopposed and there will not be any election and the political uncertainty in Maharashtra will get over. Now, we are going to end this bulletin, but with some good news. You remember Maharashtra Chief Minister had mentioned about 82-year-old lady. The coronavirus cases are extremely, it creates some mortality issues for those who have crossed the age of 60. But this 82-year-old lady was infected with coronavirus, but she got recovered. And we are rolling out this bulletin with these extremely happy visuals of 82-year-old grandmother returning back to her house and telling people that yes, you can recover the infection of
Gundas Act has been invoked against 14 persons who indulged in vandalism and created ruckus.